What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. As we are nearly 3 days away from Bound for Glory, we pretty much kick off the go-home show for tonight. As this Sunday, Bound for Glory will happen. Dixie Carter came out with $50,000 in her hand, pretty much talking about a bounty that would be for AJ Styles, saying he won't even make it to Bound for Glory. Didn't say he's not even going to make it because this may be AJ Styles' last night, as Dixie Carter has said about him. And pretty much saying that Styles won't even make it to the main event against Bully Ray for the title. Bully Ray then came out for the talk to Dixie about the $50,000 thing, saying he's going to beat AJ Styles and take him out. He says he can take him out tonight if he wants to. And he wasn't on pretty much Team Dixie anything, but he will take the 50 grand. Magnus then came out talking about Bully Ray and talked about this whole $50,000 thing and talked about the Bound for Glory series, how everyone had fought to get to their spot and did what they could for 3 months to get to the top of the Bound for Glory series, and now you're gonna put a $50,000 on AJ Styles' head and try to take him out. And then Bully Ray pretty much got on the mic then, telling him he was nothing and stuff. And yeah, he says you go around saying you're tough and everything. You're 6 foot, 200-some pounds and stuff. Saying you're one of the toughest guys around here in this business and in this company and stuff. Well, let's see if you could take him tonight, because Bully Ray said he wouldn't fight Magnus for free, he says. Magnus said he would fight for free also. Well, Magnus said he would fight for free. Bully Ray said he wouldn't. He pretty much got up in Magnus' face saying he was nothing, pretty much, like the people in Oklahoma. And then he pretty much punched Bully Ray and knocked him to the ground, setting up for the night's match for Bully Ray versus Magnus. Which didn't make pretty much sense out there. 4-way match for the Bound for Glory preview match and the Gauntlet Tag Team match. To be will be the final team participants. It was between Robbie E. Hernandez, Christopher Daniels, and Eric Young. Pretty much Robbie E. getting the win over Daniels after Eric Young knocked him down. Pretty much hitting his finisher. So now, since Robbie E. has won, the Bromans will get the final spot, the entrance to come out in that Gauntlet Tag Team match. But surprisingly, Robbie E. has won a match in I don't know how many months in TNA. The last time he's even won a match. So he pretty much won a match there. Also, tonight we had AJ Styles that came out talking about this whole bounty thing, so you can send anybody you like and everything, but he said he's gonna make Dixie Carter pay and everything. He said, so send all the bounty hunters you like, anybody for $50,000. He wasn't running high. He was gonna take on anybody that tried to come after him. Aces and Eights tried to come on him. Then pretty much AJ was fighting off to the tag team champions. Came out Gunner and Storm, setting up Gunner versus Nuts out of nowhere with this match. Pretty much Mike Knox said went against Gunner. Gunner beat him. Bully Ray said he was going to come out if they needed help, even though they weren't really in trouble. Storm pretty much spit beer in Garrett Bischoff's eye, and Mike Knox felt like he was about to win the match until Gunner speared him and won the match, pretty much beating Mike Knox then. Chris Sabin was in the back talking about the $50,000, and I can't even get be in the main event of Bound for Glory, saying why he couldn't be in it. So he was ready for a match tonight also. They pretty much talked about Ray Slater in the back saying about their help and everything, where was Bully Ray and stuff. And let's see what's going to be happening when Bully Ray asks for his help next time now. Let's see how that goes out. Also, I'm sorry, a little skipped. I was checking a message. Chris Sabin went against Samoa Joe. Sabin went against Joe. Mostly this entire match, Sabin was trying to get out of there. Pretty much Samoa Joe hitting that chokehold on the clutch, pretty much. The rear naked choke. I don't know why I keep calling some type of cocaine or clutch. He pretty much hit the rear naked choke. As soon as he pretty much got it, Sabin tapped as soon as he applied it, and then out of nowhere, Austin Aries comes in the ring, gets on the top rope, missile drop kick Samoa Joe. Then Jeff Hardy comes out, twist of fate on twist of fate on Austin Aries. Pretty much then Jeff Hardy got a ladder, picked it up and was setting up, like he set up a swanton bomb off the ladder. Chris Sabin then tried to come attack Jeff Hardy and knocked him off the ladder. Jeff hit an enziguri on him. Out of nowhere, Magic comes in with a double cross body on Austin Aries and Chris Sabin. Then he pretty much celebrates in the ring with Jeff Hardy as pretty much Joe looking at the ladder, which smash didn't make much sense in a way, especially for this Ultimate X match now. This All-Star Ultimate X match for the title this Sunday. Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, Austin Aries, Manic, and Chris Sabin for the title. They show on this Ethan guy, or Ethan Carter III. Here I saw this ID, so what is he, like, what, Dixie Carter's nephew? So he's called EC3, Ethan Carter III. Magnus went against Bully Ray. Pretty much the match that went on, Magnus was almost picking up for the win until Bully Ray got his hands on the chain. Sting came out, held onto the chain of Bully Ray while he was holding it. The ref pretty much was telling Sting to let go. Sting had got the chain, but Bully Ray hit a low blow and won the match, then beat Magnus. Pretty much Sting told him he was trying to help and stuff, and Magnus really didn't really want to shake his hand and got out of the ring then. Pretty much really half shook his hand. Also, Kurt Angle came out talking about he's going in the Hall of Fame, but he was focused on Bully Ray. I'm sorry, not Bully Ray. He was focused on Bobby Roode and everything about how he's meant TNA and stuff. And pretty much Kurt Angle was calling him out, talking about you're trying to like the Kurt Angle from 3 years ago, and pretty much Bully Ray came out. Bobby Roode came out saying he wanted to be like Kurt Angle before. The Kurt Angle from probably 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and even hell 10 years ago when Kurt Angle was at the top of the mountain at the time. And he talked about 2 years ago back at Bound for Glory 2011 when they both faced for the world title, and Kurt Angle successfully defended his title in the 2011 Bound for Glory. And after that, pretty much Bobby Roode then became the it factor then, as he won his first World Heavyweight Championship and held the longest reigning champion in TNA at the time. And pretty much, so how you going to be Kurt Angle if you're going to be the one tapping, he says. And pretty much Roode had hit Kurt Angle, knocked him on the ground. Kurt Angle then pretty much hit the ankle lock on Bobby Roode. Ego pretty much came out to attack Christopher Daniels and pretty much Kazarian, and then pretty much he told him to hold back, and pretty much Bobby Roode hit the crossface on Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle started tapping then, and he says, okay then. He told him, he said he's going to make him tap again this Sunday. Pretty much. So we'll see what happens with Kurt Angle and Bobby Roode. Also tonight, people still trying to do the bounty hunting thing on AJ Styles. Ego tried to attack him until AJ Styles AJ Styles pretty much fought off Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, and then disappeared with a fire extinguisher. He sprayed the fire extinguisher and disappeared out of thin air, out of nowhere, he says. Because people are all looking for AJ Styles. Even Sabin was looking for him to say, hey, security guy, you see those not so well AJ Styles? And then pretty much as we end the night, Bully Ray and AJ Styles came out for the contract signing. Dixie Carter was out there, and Bully Ray pretty much talked about over 35 years ago, 1985, when Ric Flair beat the hell out of Dusty Rhodes, and how he said Dusty Rhodes was affected then by that. saying it was hard times for him, hard times for his family, hard times for the fans. And that's the same thing it's going to be for AJ Styles, he says. Saying his wife and his kids will leave him because he knows he's going to lose. And he said it's the Darth Vader of professional wrestling. And AJ Styles pretty much said, you're a big dumb bitch. And said you have no idea who you're getting into with this Sunday. Saying he has everything to lose and everything, nothing to lose and everything to gain. And he said he's going to beat Bully Ray this Sunday. And pretty much Bully Ray said he changed his mind. I'm not going to fight for the world title. I'm going to take that 50 grand right now. He pretty much tried to attack AJ Styles with the chain, but AJ hit him with the briefcase and then threw the money at Dixie Carter, which was a little kind of misfire. Almost looked like he didn't hit it all the way. I thought he was going to throw it in the crowd. And then pretty much him and Bully Ray was somewhat like almost face to face to each other, but like through the ropes though. AJ was in the ring, pretty much really close to Bully Ray outside the ring. And so pretty much they argued for this Sunday at Bound for Glory. So I just gotta say, people, watch out this Sunday Bound for Glory. You don't know what's gonna happen. So once again, you know it's me, the HOOD. Come here with the news and the reviews. You hear it now. You know it's the story. Make sure you hear this live Sunday, and we're probably gonna have live reactions for Bound for Glory 2013, people. I haven't really done Bound for Glory reactions that much in time, but we're going to save it for this Sunday, so I'm hoping it's going to be real big at this pay-per-view. Kurt Angle going to the Hall of Fame this Saturday, so watch out, people. Comment, subscribe. You know what I've said before hundreds and thousands of times, so I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Watch out for this Sunday.